Fire. Funny thing, fire. One moment it's keeping you warm. The next moment the air smells like baked chicken. I never understood why I smell chicken in the air after sitting in front of an open flame. There aren't any chickens around. Well, that's a whole different story. Prophet Ibrahim, now that's bravery. Standing there so calm, while everyone else is shouting and cheering. Not me. Oh no, I'd be halfway to the nearest oasis by now. But him, he's just waiting, like he knows something they don't. Still though, a fire that big makes my feathers feel singed just thinking about it. I wonder if the sparrows are watching this too. Typical sparrows, always gawking but never doing anything. Bet they're perched somewhere nice and far, chirping away about how brave they'd be. But Ibrahim? He's not worried at all, is he? No flapping, no running, just standing there, like even the flames are no match for him. Maybe they aren't. Fire that doesn't burn. I'll be plucked. Guess miracles really do happen. Mirage Digital presents The Amazing Stories with Zaki the Hoopoe. Episode 7, Prophet Ibrahim and the Fire. Salam, my brave adventurers! It's me, Zaki the Hoopoe bird, back again with another mind-blowing story. Do you remember Prophet Ibrahim from our last adventure about the stars? Oh, you do? Well, buckle up because this time we're diving into a story where Ibrahim has to face something even hotter than the summer sun, a blazing fire. But don't worry, he's got faith on his side. Ready? Let's flap those wings and fly into it. Before we start, let me tell you something important. A long time ago, many people worshipped statues called idols. Yep, you heard that right. Statues made of stone or wood. People would talk to them, pray to them, but they couldn't even blink or move. Now that's what I call a stony relationship. Get it? Stony? Ugh, tough crowd. Anyway, Prophet Ibrahim knew that only Allah, the creator of everything, deserved to be worshipped, and he wanted his people to understand that too. One day, when everyone in the city went off to a big festival, Prophet Ibrahim saw his chance to show the people just how powerless those statues really were. He snuck into the temple and then smash, crash, boom! He broke all the idols into tiny pieces except one, the biggest one. And get this, he placed the axe in that idol's hands like, "Hey buddy, you're in charge now." Classic move, right? You know, I wonder if the big idol was thinking, uh-oh, this is not what I signed up for. If you know idols could think, which they can't, just to be clear. When the people came back from the festival, they couldn't believe their eyes. Their precious idols were destroyed and they were furious. "Who did this to our gods?" they shouted. It didn't take long for them to figure out that it must have been Ibrahim, because he was always speaking out against idol worship. So they dragged him into the temple and demanded an explanation. And what did Ibrahim do? Oh, he stayed super calm. He just pointed to the biggest idol and said, "Ask him. He's holding the axe, isn't he?" The people were so confused. They were like, "But these idols can't speak or move." And that's when it hit them. Well, it didn't hit them literally. No more axes were used, so don't worry. But they realized the truth. The idols had no power. Only Allah does. Talk about dropping the mic, or, you know, the axe. But the story doesn't end there, my friends. Oh, no. Enter King Nimrod. He was the ruler of the land. And let me tell you, he wasn't just angry. He was furious. You know the kind of guy who gets mad when the Wi-Fi doesn't work? Yeah, multiply that by 100. Nimrod remembered an old prophecy, that a child would be born who would destroy his kingdom and teach the people to worship only one God. That child was now standing before him, defying everything he stood for. Angrily, Nimrod ordered the biggest fire anyone had ever seen to teach Ibrahim a lesson. Soldiers gathered wood from all over the land, and the flames were so high that birds couldn't even fly near it. The heat was so intense that no one could stand close to it. Yeah, even I would have steered clear of that one. It wasn't just a fire. It was a fire meant to terrify everyone who saw it. And the people waited eagerly to see what would happen to Ibrahim. But if the fire was so big and no one could get near it, how would they put Ibrahim into it? Well, I'm glad you asked, because Nimrod had his people build a crane. Yep, a crane, just to throw Ibrahim into the fire. Yikes, right? This was going to be one hot situation, literally. But don't worry, Ibrahim, he was as cool as a cucumber. Or should I say, as cool as a popsicle. No? Okay, tough crowd again. As the moment got closer, Ibrahim wasn't scared. His heart was full of faith in Allah, and he was calm. Angels came one by one to offer help, but Ibrahim said, "I trust in Allah alone." Then, the angel Jibrail brought him a special ring. The ring had these words on it: "There is no God but Allah. Muhammad is the prophet of Allah. I depend on Allah alone." Ibrahim looked at the ring with amazement and wonder. He slipped it on at once, and no, he did not disappear. Now, just as they were about to throw Ibrahim into the fire, Allah gave a command to the flames. "O fire, be cool and peaceful for Ibrahim." And guess what happened next? That giant, terrifying fire became as cool as a garden breeze. Ibrahim stood inside the fire completely unharmed. It was like a day at the beach. Well, minus the sandcastles. Everyone who saw it was absolutely stunned. They couldn't believe their eyes. How could Ibrahim stand in the middle of the fire and not get burned? Even King Nimrod was left speechless, which is rare for a guy who loves to hear himself talk. See, when you have faith and trust in Allah, even the biggest challenges can't harm you. Ibrahim trusted Allah completely, and Allah protected him in a way that nobody expected. What an amazing story, right? From breaking idols to surviving a fire, we even got to meet some angels. Prophet Ibrahim showed us that trusting Allah makes us brave. Next time a group of seagulls start chasing me, I'm going to make sure to be brave too. But hey, you'll want to stick around because next time we're going on an underwater adventure. Yep, with Prophet Yunus and a giant whale. Now that's going to be a whale of a time. Get it? Whale? Anyway, until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and keep smiling. Bye-bye. This story was produced by Mirage Digital. Narration by Wayne Holland. Episode written, edited, and directed by Syed Kashef and Atef Hussein. For more content by Mirage Digital, please visit our site at www.mirage.digital.
Content copyright and production copyright 2024 by Mirage Digital.